Hi everyone, it's Janet Ruffolo with the Ruffolo team at Keller Williams. Today I want to talk to you about an appraisal, what it is and why it's so important. So I'm sitting in a house right now that I'm selling, waiting for the appraiser to come. We've gone through the inspection, negotiating repairs, and now it's time for the buyer to get their side of the loan. So an appraisal is really an appraiser that comes and determines the value of the house. So they're going to take the current location of the house, the condition, and then what are the comps, the comparables in this area selling for. So they're going to try to take the closest, like maybe within a mile, maybe 1 year back, to see what that value is. So they're going to look at, things like how old is the furnace, roof, air conditioning, those bigger ticket items. And I'm here to meet them just to make sure that, just to be nice, honestly, and in this case, I have some comparables ready. I've got information about the house. It's important. I've got these seller upgrades. So the seller upgrades is up to $35,000 of what this seller has done. I've got my things to know about this house that the seller had filled out and I put on the MLS. I've got a map of the comps that I think are relative, and it's really important because as a realtor, I can sell a house for whatever amount an offer can come in at. However, if the buyer has a loan, they can only get the loan up to the appraised value. So in this case, $300,000, the appraisal has to come in at or above $300,000 so that the buyers can get that loan for that amount. Now, what happens if it comes in lower? Let's just pretend in this example the appraisal comes in at $275,000. Well, then we have a problem. So in that case, a few options can happen. The buyer can actually pay more money above and beyond the appraisal, but they can only get the loan value for up to $275,000. Most buyers don't want to overpay for a house. In this crazy summer market, that did happen, but that's not always true. The other option, which is most common, is the seller comes down to the appraised value in this example of $275,000. Well, no seller likes to do that either. But I do have good conversations with my sellers at the beginning of the process that it's all contingent upon the appraisal. Now, if a buyer's cash, we don't have to worry about an appraisal at all, which is fantastic. The other option is they can negotiate. So they could be $25,000 off and maybe they split it 50-50. But in most cases, the seller does come down to the appraised value. Most buyers don't have that kind of money laying around to come up with the difference. So once the appraisal is done, like as in today, it'll take about a week to get back. So it'll go back to the buyer's lender, and the buyer's lender will then just let me know as an agent that it came in. They don't usually tell us the amount. The buyer pays for the appraisal, so the buyer owns the appraisal, and they don't always share that information with us. So we just are told it came in at appraised value or it came in low. And then in the case if it's low, we do usually ask for a copy of that because we do want that proof that it came in low and to look at those comps. Sometimes in certain situations, if it's VA or FHA, we may as agents have an opportunity to dispute the appraisal. So maybe they looked at 3 houses, usually it's 3 houses and one was further than the other one, or we had a different comp that we could actually use. So we do that. So just wanted to take a minute to talk with you about the appraisal and how important it is and what it means. So thank you. Take care. Janet Ruffolo, Ruffolo team at Keller Williams. Thanks.